What we have here today is my top 5 handguns. Now, a lot of people don't like revolvers, but this 357, for having a 6-shot and, really an 8-inch barrel, you have 0 to no recoil. This was actually a police gun for a long time. They got rid of it because of the Glock and the 38 Special being a little bit more practical. But the reality in this is it will not jam unless you don't clean it. Just with any other gun, if it corrodes on the inside or how old they are, they will jam no matter what. But yeah, this is beautiful, man. 8 inches is definitely going off at 100 yards. You're going to be accurate. And the grip makes it less of a recoil than you would think by looking at it. The 357 Ruger 6-shot. Man, you could put 38 Special bullets in there and you're golden for sure. Next, we have a lot of people's favorite type of gun, which is the 1911. But it's a 40 cal. It's not the ACP. But this right here has a double safety on it. And in a lot of ways, it's not my favorite. It's a good gun. It really is. It's a great gun. Smith & Wesson always does good work in that regard. Double safety, like I said, it's not for concealed carry. Not as much recoil as you'd think. Again, you look down that sights. It's pretty accurate, man. It holds 9. You don't want to put too many 40s in there. Those 40 bullets are, they're in the middle. Like I said, I prefer a revolver, but this is definitely a great gun. What we have next is a lot of people's favorite, and I heard a gunsmith call these Mattel toys years ago. But regardless of that, it's not a terrible gun. I have this because of the titanium, sights, tritum. Yeah, figure that one out. Essentially, these last for 24 years. This is a glow-in-the-dark mechanism that you don't need a light source to have. It'll always glow. Other than that, that's pretty much where I'm at with Glock. It holds a bunch of bullets, but you don't want to conceal this with one in the chamber. It will go off if you drop it, potentially, and that's not what you want. But Glock from Austria is an overall great gun. But yeah, have you some extra clips, maybe an extended one, and all that junk. Glock. Next we have a classic. This is an old-time classic, the 22 Browning. They don't make these anymore, I don't believe. This is a beautiful gun, has a golden trigger, and it's smooth all the way around, man. It reminds me of those old German-style guns. But if you check this out on the range, it's great for target practice. Really, you're just shooting vermin with this, is what you would be doing. But it holds, even the old style, right? It holds about 12. And that's pretty cool for 22 because, it's cheap bullets. But man, look at the range on that. Like when you look down that accuracy level, just because of that iron sight, it'll blow your mind, man. Browning arms, the handle is immaculate. Like it just fits right in the groove. But yeah, 22s, baby. Great for target practice. Next. Now, these two. The question of is the question if. Which means not much. But as regards for concealed carry, I would go with this right here. Number one, in my opinion, if you want to get a 38 Special, which is obviously a good choice too. This is a 357 with that, protector poly. I put a 38 Special bullet in this, so the recoil is almost non-existent. This gun is beautiful. It's a 6-shot. It's got a hammer, which is different from the hammerless, which is obviously more safe to conceal. But this is beautiful. That gold trigger, and it's pretty fluent too. The difference in this isn't 100% noticeable, but this is a 357, and this is not. And last but not least, whatsoever, this beautiful Vermin gun, 22 old school Wingmaster Shazinski. The reality is the bullets for this are larger than normal 22s. And let me tell you about range. You've got 100 yards with 0 recoil, okay? 0. If you want someone to learn how to shoot, you know, and they're young and you just want them to get feeling good with the hammer and with the weight of a gun, maybe you should start with a 22. And maybe you should start with this one. This has been a presentation brought to you by a gun enthusiast. Remember, safety first. I might have booger hooked a lot in this, and, you know, none of them were loaded. Just remember, man, freedom isn't free.